Okay, so I think we got this to work. The mic seems to be a little bit funny, but what are you gonna do about it? So maybe if you can see, I got the heater going in the back there too. Up there, the black one. So seems a little dark, doesn't it? Need to turn my top lights back on, I guess. But yeah. So not too sure if the chat box here is going to work or not. I don't think so. No, I'm not seeing it. So yeah. Yeah, someone told me how to turn it on, the chat box, and it's not coming on. So I don't know exactly where you go to look again. It's not allowing me to turn it on. I don't even know where you go to find that setting. So so yeah, I don't know if I guess whoever's gonna be leaving comments or not, I'll have to update the video, I guess, to see exactly how that works. So really not a lot to. So we got one viewer, but I think that's just me. Because I'm also yeah, I'm just checking it out, see how it was working. Yeah, so I don't know. Just waiting for people to join in here. It's a little bit early. I think it wasn't going to start to about 1. Well, it's 1 o'clock now. It wasn't going to start to probably about 2, but figured I might as well. Stupid phone. So yeah, it's almost 1:20. So probably turn my heater off here in a little while. I just had my door open for a few seconds and it kind of cooled it off again. So yeah. Of course, it is another windy, cold day again. Well, what are you gonna do? So yeah, I still can't figure out how to turn the chat box thingy do on. I looked and looked and looked, but I couldn't figure it out. I got the Q&A thing on, but I don't know if that does anything or not. So yeah. So lots of fun trying to figure stuff out. But yeah, I never could find it where you're supposed to go to turn that box on or not. I think it'd just be something simple, but it ain't. Stupid thing. Someone did leave a message already. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I don't know if you can hear me okay. It shows that I'm picking up my mic volume, but I don't know if it's turning out too good or not. No, the comment box thing is not live. I can't get it to come on live for some reason. It's only you can only leave comments for some reason. Then I have to update my video. I got two windows open to see the other video, so I can watch the other one and see the comments. For some reason, I can't get the comment box to come on. You're supposed to be able to see it right here in the corner, but I'm not seeing it, so not too sure what setting that's under. I looked at everything I possibly could, you know, and it just wasn't freaking working, so yeah, I don't know. That one's disabled. Chat. We need to put on the chat. See, it doesn't work for you people. It only works for whoever joins in my actually joins into my thing, but I got that turned off, so I don't know if that should matter or not. But, yeah. Come on here. So no, it kind of sucks though. I couldn't figure it out. I don't really know what that freaking even goes under. To turn that on. It's kind of weird. I'm looking at every damn setting possible, and it's not. It doesn't say anything about chatting. So, like I said, there is a chat thing up on the corner, but that only goes up on the side right here, and then that's just for whoever joins my group. And it's supposed to be a live one too, but I'm not seeing that, so can't turn that one on for some reason. Who knows where the hell that disappears to. I'm still trying to figure it out, but I'm not seeing it. So yeah, I'm just waiting to see if anyone's going to join in. I had one guy here, it looks like. So that stupid thing needs to get out of there. Don't know if anyone's really going to show up or not. Gave him a heads up like, I don't know, like 3 days ago or something stupid like that. So everyone knows when this was going to start. So yeah. Showcase. That one's disabled. Showcase. So Q&A, I don't think that matters. Someone left it here. Yeah, it shows up on that when you go through the question thingy. It's kind of stupid to do. I couldn't reply back for some reason there. I don't know what's up with that. Just select Yeah, I can see what you're saying here. You're just saying hello with a question mark. So, but I can't reply back to it. For some stupid reason. Delete question. I don't want to do that. Do we? Stupid thing. Which is anything for spam? Nope, nothing for spammy. So yeah, that's kind of the only thing that's working, but there's no live chat thingy, which still can't figure that one out. Unless you're actually in, probably on the live stream itself. Yeah. But she has a cold day today. It's not very nice out. Well, probably nice enough that I probably don't need my heating, but I got it on anyway. Yeah, it's only 58 out. Not gonna get any warmer than that, I guess. That's supposed to go up 1 degree, but that's about it. That's stupid. So, yeah. What's he saying here now? Yeah, I don't really. I've checked every setting possible. Even before you start the live stream, there's also other things you can go through, and I've looked at them all pretty much, and I ain't seeing nothing. I like the live chat box better. If Crazy JD Kid joins, he got his to work, and he was doing the same thing as what I'm doing through the hangout, and it was working for him. He got it to work, but I can't figure it out, so I don't know what I'm missing. Just kind of stupid. But what are you gonna do? I want to download that app for the YouTube live streaming, but I think that's kind of a pain in the ass. I've kind of already looked at it, and it looks like it'd be a pain in the ass. You got to download some kind of a app or something. I don't know what the hell they call it, but I don't think it's really worth my time because I already got like this already set up pretty much. It's not perfect. I would like the chat box to be there, but it ain't. But I think if I could get that figured out, it would probably be a lot better for all of us. Because I can't read really anyone's comments then, besides updating the live stream on the other window, which is always kind of a pain in the ass to have to do. So got 2 watchers and 3 likes, so people have probably been liking it when it was sitting there. I had this live stream on standby, I think ever since like 10 a.m. Well, I was mostly just going through all the settings, trying to figure the shit out, but this wasn't working for me, so kind of just gave up. I was like, yeah, fuck it. And then I tried to YouTube it, tried to find videos on it, and they weren't explaining anything, so they're pretty much just like, this is how you open it, this is how you do that, but they won't show you how to open the chat box. So I don't know. It's a little bit stupid. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense here, people. Okay, well, if you know, I'm on Instagram. If any of y'all follow me on Instagram, someone had just liked one of my videos, and I don't know how good you guys are gonna be able to see this, but this is the person that liked my my video. This is one of these, I don't know what to call them, slutty sluts or whatever. If a little focus, probably not. It's too whitish. But, no, you ain't saying that. What the fuck? But anyways, this person, or this girl, whatever the fuck it is, it's got a picture of a girl there. She's got 0 pictures, but she's got 13.2K followers. So that's like what? I don't know what the hell that means. 13K probably. And then she's following almost 7,500 people. But she got no pictures of her own. Yeah. Yeah, that's what do you do about that? Weird people. Weird people. Don't have a lot of people following me on Instagram either. I probably won't keep that account much longer either. I'm getting kind of sick of that. So, what are you gonna do? Crazy people out there. So, yeah. Just checking some stuff out. Waiting to see if anyone else will join in or not. I don't know. But yeah, I just got done sucking out the crap tank too again today. That was fun as always. Don't like doing that too much, but what are you gonna do? So. I know that someone had asked me a question a while back. If he's talking about one of my farming videos that I did last year, moving bales or whatever, and he was wondering if I was going to do that again this year, and kind of hoping to, but it depends because the old timer's not doing it this time. It's I think it's his son doing it. So he was here Thursday, I believe. He was hooked onto the disc and he brought his truck down too, and then the next day the son or whatever showed up and he started loading bales. I didn't even know it. I was doing stuff and just didn't know what was going on. So drove out there one night and half the field's already empty. It's like, oh, okay. But, what are you gonna do? It's about 500,000 more bales sitting around town. So let's not gonna do that, do we? But yeah, if anyone knows how to turn on that stupid chat box thing, let me know, or make a video on it or something. Let me know how to do it, because I don't know how many times I've looked through all that shit and nothing's just working. So I know what's his name, Crazy JD Kid said what to do, but it wasn't there for me. So he said that you're supposed to do that before you open, like before you even go live. You're supposed to do all those settings before that, and very many settings. I've already gone through them all, so not very good. What are you gonna do? But yeah, I probably should try to get the maybe get the YouTube son of a bitch up and running too. See how that works. Oops. Yeah, I could ask him. So, but I know the other guy said what to do, but when I did it, it didn't work. There was nothing there for settings. So, and like I said, I've YouTubed it, and they show you just how to set up this general stuff, but they don't tell you how to set up the rest of it. Like, really? So, but what are you gonna do? Might figure it out at some point. Who knows? So, but yeah. What's going on here, computer? But yeah, if you can join in on just get right onto the hangout, it'd be probably a lot easier to ask questions than me having to update this video all the time. Just have to go through the question box there or whatever Q&A thing and whatnot. I know one guy said that he didn't like Google Hangout or something like that. So, but not that bad. It's just, you know, I'm more used to this now than I would be on YouTube, because YouTube's, you got to download all their shit and other shit, you know. So don't really think that's really worth my time, but could try it, I suppose, sometime. So yeah, and my grandma's supposed to be showing up here at 2 o'clock with some pumpkin seeds, I believe. I guess if you cook the seeds or whatever, how it wasn't supposed to go. It's actually supposed to be really good for you, I guess. But I don't eat that kind of shit, so. Ooh, this is windy, boys. And I think it's supposed to rain today, too. It looked like it wanted to rain. It was awful pissy out looking, but it never did when I was out. When I was out earlier. So they were just going to mow in his yard again, though. So there is some rain there, though. That's pretty surprising. So we are going to get some rain. Maybe. From what the radar shows. The radar probably doesn't really show up. So what are you going to do? So yeah, I think we've had our second hurricane now this year too. That's pretty shocking. There's one right now, I think. I don't know if it's only a category 2, I guess. Last I heard, it was supposed to hit like the New York area or something. I don't know if that's still going to happen or not. No, it actually looks like it changed direction. It's going a different direction now. But I know over there by Atlanta, Georgia, they're getting a lot of rain stuff. Nasty looking clouds too. Whew. So and yeah, that guy does watch my videos as well from time to time. If they're decently short videos, he'll watch them. But if they're like 2 hours, something stupid like that, he won't bother. But not many people watch my videos anymore. So they all claim that they're that hurricane's actually heading to London. But yeah, so he does watch my videos once in a while. So, and I watch his videos all the time, of course, you know, when he uploads a video. So he doesn't upload on a daily basis like I do, you know. That's just what I do. So but yeah, my videos have kind of taken a crap, you know, of course. But what are you gonna do? Hasn't really been anything. Hasn't been anything going on that's worth really videotaping. So might have to mow one more time and then probably start chopping leaves here pretty quick too. But I'm gonna hold off for a while yet. Probably do it at the end of this week because some of the trees are still green, but a lot of them are finally saying the hell with it for the year. So what are they gonna do? Stupid leaves. I gotta clean out my shop floor again too and whatnot. So, and I got my heater held in place with these vice grips, which is kind of. See, if I didn't have those there, it would just roll right off. But that it works. So, yeah, he watches your videos. That's pretty cool. So, I'm not too sure if I'm subscribed to your channel or not. I really don't subscribe to a lot of people that really don't put time into watching my videos. Like, I don't know if you watch my videos on a daily basis, but I really can't be subscribing to a lot of people because then it's starting to, it'll start being too much for me. I'm already watching so many people's videos as it is that it's kind of getting to the point where I may just have to say, well, I can't watch this guy's videos. I can only watch this guy's videos, you know, and whatnot. So it's just gonna be too many videos to watch. I'm already having a hard time, but I manage. I spend like the first, I don't know, 2-3 hours in the morning and I watch videos. And then I go and have something to eat and I guess go find something else to do. And then I'll watch videos in the evening. Depending on who uploads videos. I mean, it all just kind of depends on who uploads them. Not many people are uploading that much anymore. I know there's a couple of guys I used to watch. Well, I still watch them, but they're not all watching my videos. So I don't really watch their videos. So you know how it is. So, and most people say they're too damn busy, so I don't, or they don't have time or whatever. They don't have time to make videos and they don't have time to watch other people's videos. So yeah, whatever. So yeah, most of my videos I think are kind of long, but that's just the way I make them because you don't get a lot said in like the first. Like if I had to make like a 10-minute video, you're not gonna get a lot said and done. You're not gonna show a lot in 10-minute videos. So, but you know, I've kind of already explained it to a lot of people. You know, just do this and do that, and then my videos will work out for your schedule. So, but, what are you gonna do? So, yeah, there's some people that don't even upload videos hardly anymore. Probably like once a month, and they're like, yeah, good enough. One video a month. But so yeah, stuck to my finger. I probably will have to get a new computer because I'm still having some issues with it as well. I did buy a new mouse. This is a brand new one, about a month old now. My other one is the exact same as this, but the little wheelie thing I think was getting wore out in it, and just couldn't. I had no control over what I was doing with it, so I got a new one. This one's slightly different though, which is funny because you gotta load the battery in from the top. Now you gotta take this thing off here. On the old one, it had a little cap you could take right off, and then there you go. But came with a free battery, so I got tons of spare batteries. Ain't gonna worry about them. But yeah. What's going on here? Get out of the way, screen. Yeah, it's hard to make videos, um, especially if you're new at it. If you're like me, when I first started out, I had kind of a hard time uh, to make videos. It was hard to make them, or I didn't really have time. So, but you said you're gonna drop one of your playlists. I got tons of playlists on my channel. I don't think anyone really looks at them besides me, but it doesn't matter. They're public. I mean, anyone can look at them, but if anyone does, I don't know. There used to be a way you could tell, but I think they took that option away now, which kind of sucked. I know back when they were just getting around to changing the layouts, they actually had it where people could actually like your playlists, which was kind of interesting. But that stayed for about a month, and then that was gone. So, but yeah, so. But yeah, it's hard, if you don't have a good camera to make videos, um, it's just hard. It's hard to do videos if you don't have, like, I have a good camera, but it's also shit too. I need a new one. But I don't know if I'll be making too many videos for the wintertime because it's just too bloody cold out, and I need to replace the battery in my camera. But and then if you don't have a good editing program or software or whatever you want to call it, it's kind of tricky. When you can upload videos straight to YouTube and edit them there, but they don't have a lot to choose from. It's just kind of like not. If you're gonna throw a piece of shit video together, that's fine. But if you're gonna make a high quality video with lots of cutscenes and stuff in it, YouTube's not the way to go. I have my own editing software, so I actually paid for mine. Paid like $40 for mine, and of course you download it to your computer and free updates, whatnot, and that's just what I've been going with. So, but it's been working pretty good. Wouldn't mind something better, but better you want, the more expensive they are, right? So, but yeah, if you would get into video making, I think if you at least have an iPhone 5 like this, or even the new 6s. My mom's getting a new 6. There's a regular 6, iPhone 6, and then iPhone 6 Plus. She's getting the regular one. So she said that one is supposed to be better in quality. It's supposed to do better pictures and videos and yada, yada, yada. Same price as what these older ones cost. Same price. So what are you going to do? So, and I think she's getting 64 gig memory card in hers as well. So yeah, I don't really think using a tablet's the best. I mean, I suppose if you had a really, really good one, maybe it would do better. But if you got like a little some bitch, it ain't gonna do shit. I know my mom's got a. It looks like a tablet, but it's not a tablet. It's like a mini computer kind of like thing. I forget what the hell they call it, but I wanted to get one, but I never got around to it. So, so yeah, you can, if you make good videos, out of which your videos are probably better than mine, you can get 35 subs easy. I'm not. There's not a lot going on here, and I haven't really gained a lot of subscribers. Apparently, I've gained 2 more since I don't know, about 3 days ago. I guess I gained like 2 or 3 of them. But the sub counter always goes up and down all the time, so I don't know if it's even accurate or what the hell it is, or people are unsubscribing from me. and I don't know who it is. I don't keep track hardly anymore, so it's just not worth my time. If they sub to me, fine. They don't, they leave. Well, so be it. I don't really worry about it. So, but it is what it is. So I'll update my video. See if anyone wants to comment there. Nope, I'm not seeing nothing. So I guess it's only just apparently you and one other person that's not leaving any comments anywhere. But whatever, could just be a viewer too. Who knows? There are some people that will only watch and won't say nothing. Just I guess fine, but what are you gonna do? Some people are just like that, so it's not a problem. So let's see, one popped up here. Let's see here. Do I watch One Pug Life? No, I don't. I used to. Oh, geez, I think back when I first started YouTube, and I did. The reason why I joined YouTube was because I happened to see one of Bill T-Max's videos, and I liked it, and it's like, well, I can't comment on his videos. I can't like them because I don't have a channel of my own. I can't do anything like that. So I made one, as you see today, and I started watching Bill T-Max, Vlogging Life, if you know him, and then I used to watch One Pug Life. But I kind of I gave up on it because it was, for one, it wasn't my thing. I didn't really give a shit about, jumping these homemade little go-kart things, And there was some other shit that was going on too, and I was like, I'm getting sick of it, So I stopped. And then I've been noticing some comments on Vlog Life's videos, on his videos about what One Pug Life is doing. So then I went to One Pug Life channel. I went and watched some of his other videos that I've missed, and to be honest with you, it's a lot of bullshit. It ain't right. I think what he's doing is wrong. I mean, he's doing it for entertainment, obviously, but you're also getting a lot of people hurt at the same time, which is not. That's something I'm not going to do. I mean, if that's what he wants to do, fine, but I'm not going to, bring my friend over here and say, hey, take my car and go jump a lake, and hope you get hurt or something, that's the way I see it from One Pug Life. He wants to get someone hurt. He's already had one person hurt that was bleeding from the face and knocked out for a couple of minutes, and that wasn't good. I didn't want to see that, so I don't watch. Another thing too is he's always getting in trouble with the cops, and like he's got to be like almost close to 40 years old or something like that. I don't know how old he is, but I think it's kind of time to grow up a little bit. But see, he won't do it because he's obviously got close to 100,000 subscribers, and so he's gonna keep on doing what he does. So I know that Vlogging Life doesn't watch your stuff anymore, and I don't think Bill T-Max does either. I don't think Bill T-Max might have watched this video at one time. I don't know, but there's a lot of people that have stopped watching One Pug Life's videos, including me. So I mean, you can just go look it up on YouTube. Just punch in why I stopped watching One Pug Life's videos or something like that, and tons of people will pop up. I've watched a few of them from just random people. I don't even watch their videos. I just happen to watch the ones where they were talking about One Pug Life. So, but I mean, Bill T-Max, he's been doing the same old thing pretty much. Tractor this, tractor that. He's got himself a new drone now and whatnot, and he's close to 100,000 subscribers. So, but I do think One Pug Life could change his act a little bit. Maybe instead of jumping them, just make them for fun, and do it as like a hobby fun stuff. Don't be freaking actually, or maybe put a remote controlled device on it and just drive it that way. And there you go. You don't actually have to jump. You don't have to have someone actually jump in. Just do it by a robot, instead of risking someone's life over jumping over a fire pit. So let's see, what are you saying here now? Well, I don't think he actually. Let's see here. Scroll down, read this a little bit because it's way down the freaking corner, so I gotta have to bend my head over. So yeah. His stuff it just got old too fast for me. So, and then I think there was a while too that he was in prison. Yeah, there was a while that he was in prison and no one wasn't really uploading anything. I think that's what kind of killed it for me. Is like, well, he ain't doing nothing. He's in prison. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Subscribe to this guy, So that's kind of another reason why I quit too, because he wasn't doing anything. I know his friends were doing it. I know his wife's got a channel too, but she don't really do anything with it. So I'm reading the rest of your comment here. So yeah, he just does a lot, And I think when it comes to his 110 subs, I don't think he. How do I put it? He doesn't read anyone's comments. I don't think. I don't think he watches them. He doesn't even look at them. That's what I think. Because if I had 110 subscribers, I would find it pretty hard to comment to everyone's comment or reply back to them. Now, if they said something stupid, I'm not going to reply back to it. But if they had asked a question or something, and there's 110 people, 110,000 people that were doing that would be kind of hard to keep track of. It would kind of get to the point where you would just have to do what Vlogging Life's doing and just make a video on it. That's all you could do, because you just can't sit there, and go down the damn thing and just sit there and type all day. It's easier just to make a video, either live stream it or do what Vlogging Life's doing it and just keep track of them that way. That'd be easier. So, I mean, there was times I've had up to 15 comments, I think, in just one video, and it took me a while to to reapply back to them all. So, and of course my Confederate flag videos, that's been, I don't even want to go there with that. A lot of hate comments, but that's the way it is. So, but yeah, so gotta love it, haters, but what are you gonna do? And I think, like you say here, 110,000 subscribers. Yeah, he responds to none. That's true. I've left comments back in the day when I think when I first joined his videos, or first started watching his videos. I don't know. I can't remember how many subscribers he had back then, but not a lot. And I've left quite a few comments on there, asking him questions and stuff too, and he never would reply back to them. So, that's something else too. If you don't talk to your subscribers, they're not going to come back. I don't think he even fucking reads them. It's just like, yeah, whatever, just leave it. So, but if you don't talk to them, if they ask you a question and you don't answer it either through replying or in a video or anything like that, it'll just drive them away. So I think that's why I've lost some subscribers, because I don't make good videos, and they're thinking, well, it's not worth my time watching. So that's why some have left. But that's understandable too. I don't make the best videos in the world, but there's not a lot going on right now really worth videotaping. So someone honked the horn at me. So give me 1 second, guys. I got someone honking the freaking horn at me. Okay, sorry about that. That was just my grandma. So I guess we'll turn this off. Look at that, more light. So, and yes, it is my birthday today. Whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-doo, right? So I'm just gonna unplug that. Well, I guess it's supposed to cool off. Well, that'll be fine. So yeah. So happy birthday to me. Whoop-de-doo. Get some more light going here. Maybe that'd be easier for you guys to see. And forgot to shut my door all the way. That's better than nothing. So yeah, she just brought over some stuff, I guess, for us to eat. Oh, come on, chair. Stupid chair. Come on. Can you not sit today? Oh, there we go. So hopefully you guys can see me a little bit better now. I know that light might actually be pissing you off more now. So, but hey, what are you gonna do? So now I'm actually further away, which kind of sucks. So, yeah. But yeah, I don't know what I would do with 110 subscribers. It'd just be way too much. So, but don't count on it, you know. So if I was a jackass, probably like him, like One Plug Life, I probably would have 110,000 subscribers. But yeah, I'm not gonna be a dumbass, and I'm not gonna risk other people's lives to do that. So, but yeah. So let me update this video game, which is no longer live. Must have accidentally paused it. So I do have a comment though on the video, I think. No. That's a little late there, YouTube. Stupid ass. I just finally got a notification myself that my live stream just went live, and I've been live for who knows how long. Stupid YouTube. So yeah. Come on, work for me. But yeah, I'll definitely have to figure out that commenting box too, because it's just not it's not gonna, just don't like this way, but that works. So yeah, I'm actually subscribed to a lot of people, and it's hard to watch all their videos. I have to pretty much just choose through people's videos, and like I'm gonna have to watch the other ones later. Or I guess just never watch them, you know. But what are you gonna do? So I do my best, but it's only so much I can do. So, and I probably won't be live streaming anymore now. Probably, I don't think anymore this year, because it's going to be getting cooler out, and I'm not going to want to probably be out doing this, and probably won't be able to do anything, depending on how fast my friend can get loaded on bales. So that might take a couple days. But I probably won't be live streaming anymore after this. Probably, you know, it's been pretty warm out, so who knows? Might want to shove in as many as I possibly can, but yeah, what are you gonna do, right? So, but it's Sunday today, so no one's gonna be showing around to do any of that, which is fine. So, yeah, I'm just checking out the video here again, which is not live. It should be, but stupid theme. So yeah, I thought maybe some more people would be joining in. They know that I'm doing this. I should be getting notifications pretty quick here. So yeah. What you gonna do? Probably could have started more in the evening too, I suppose, but it would be a lot colder out then too, right? So what are you gonna do? So yeah. That stupid wind out there or something else. I guess it's about as warm as it's going to get. It's 58. It's just too bloody freaking cold out to be doing anything. So, well, it's not that cold out, but I don't really want to be out. So, kind of have to be though. See if any kids act up again. You know how that might go. For trespassing. But yeah, so yeah, I kind of do think that getting back to this one pug life deal again, I think he definitely should start commenting to or replying to his comments that people give him. But there's also a lot of them too that give him a lot of hate, but you can't just ignore it. But I don't know. I'm not. I just don't like One Pug Life anymore. I don't think I've ever even been to his website. So I think he does have a website. I don't know what he sells on his website, but I think I might have been under it once, but I don't think there was anything there at the time. So what are you gonna do? That's the way he is. So I don't really yeah, I don't find him entertaining anymore. So but yeah, I still watch Bill T Max every day or so. And kind of I was watching Vlog Life for quite a few years when I first started joining. But then I kind of like I was still subscribed to him, but then I kind of stopped watching his videos. And then I think that went on for about a year or two or something like that. And then I'm back to watching them again. And it's kind of funny how you watch his videos. Well, from when I first joined, he was still dating his girlfriend, and then Chris now he's broke up. They're not talking anymore or whatever it is. And you watch his videos now, quite a bit has changed. It's funny how people's lives can change so much just through YouTube. You can learn a lot from that, and you find a lot of entertainment out of that too. So, which is, I guess, why some people do it. Share their life with everyone else. I don't vlog every day. Like I don't vlog like he does, but I do make videos every day, or I try to anyway. I didn't upload anything yesterday because I knew that I was going to be doing this. So I figured, well, you guys are not going to get Sunday off, so you can at least get Saturday off. So I figured that would be kind of somewhat fair. But a lot of people don't watch my videos like they used to, maybe once in a while. So that's why I don't really bother. Some people say, well, try to make short videos and they'll be worth watching or whatever. I've done that. I did that for a while. People obviously started commenting to them, and then they somehow just disappeared. They weren't watching my videos as much. So I'm like, well, why even listen to what they say? Because they don't even watch them anyway. So So I kind of just do whatever now. If you don't like a long video, then just watch a little bit of it and come back later and watch the other half. No one's making you watch a 1 hour video. That's your choice. So, but, yeah, what are you gonna do? That's the way some people want to be, which is fine. So, but yeah. So, I'm just re-updating this video, but I guess I don't see any comments there. So, but yeah. So, I definitely thought there would be more people joining in on this live stream. Did pretty good last time, but this time not so much. So I don't know where people are disappearing to. But like I've said, no one's. I still get lots of views on my videos, but no one's leaving comments anymore. So I don't know who's watching my videos because they don't leave comments. They only watch and like. Well, it doesn't really tell me anything, but I guess I know you're there. But so, but when it comes to the live streams, there's no one around. Only like one person or might even get to be zero. Then that's probably when I'll just call it quits because it ain't. I'm not gonna waste my time if no one's gonna watch. It's just not worth it. So I thought this live streaming stuff would be entertaining for a lot of people, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's not for everyone. So it's funny when I watch the video, I got one viewer, but then when I go to this thing, it tells me I got 2 to 3. It's always changing all the time, so I don't know who's watching and leaving. So yeah. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I'm only getting like 1 bar here on my mic, so I don't know if that's picking me up any good here or not. So I guess I could find out and turn the volume up on the live stream. That would tell me. Yeah. So I guess you guys can hear me okay from what the video says. So yeah. So yeah, what's going on, I guess. So there's that much going on. I can't get into that government bullshit if you people would like to, but I'm not gonna. I did hear about that shooting that happened again happened at that school. Uh, I don't know when it happened, probably a few days ago or something like that. Some people were just saying that that Obama will. I don't know if it was black people that got shot or what the deal was. Something was going on. I don't know, but from what the one guy was saying, Obama will he'll get pissed off and he'll react to that. But then when it comes to a cop or something being shot, then he doesn't really even give a fuck. I don't know how that was going, but it was kind of. Well, it's kind of true. Obama's kind of not the best president in the world. So, but what are you gonna do? So that's the way that's just the way he is. Yeah, that's okay. Don't worry about it. You didn't miss much anyway. So, but I kind of think that I'm getting into this Obama shit. That I think just Obama is not the best president. We've had way better, and for some reason they won't hire any good ones. They always got to hire the idiots. Because George Bush really wasn't that good either. So I do hope that they find someone better. I think that Donald, whatever Trump guy was going to try to join, or whatever they're going to call it. But I don't know if he'd be a good president either. So, but they really shouldn't. They've been talking about the what is it? That fucking gun control shit again, or whatever the hell's going on with that. I don't really watch the news, so I just get my information from YouTube. From people that talk about it, and they always say, "Oh, he's gonna do this again. He's gonna do that. It's gonna make it miserable for everyone again," and shit. It's dumb. So, but there was I think the last time there was a shooting at the school, they were going to put stricter laws or whatever onto people that could own guns. But I think that principle got destroyed from that guy's 3-minute speech that I seen on YouTube. There's actually a video of it on YouTube, and I watched that, and it was actually that guy's actually got a lot of balls, because I guess he was like he just got back from the Army or the Marines or whatever the hell it was that he was doing, and he I guess really told him off. And I guess that principle just destroyed his plans. I think that was for the last time though, or the time before this one. This time now, I don't know what's going to go on, but I think needs to happen. And if you're a parent, maybe you'll agree, maybe you won't agree. It's your opinion. But it's funny how all these shootings, these last few of them anyway, have always happened at a school or a college place. I think what should be going on, or what should happen, is maybe they ought to get more security guards there, and maybe they ought to get metal detectors put in the doorways, for people's safeties, or kids' safety. It's schools don't want to do that for some reason. I don't know why. They think maybe the kids would be scared of them, but if you explain it to them, then they'll understand it. Unless they're 3 years old, and they won't. But I think once you get to a certain age, you will understand stuff a little better. But what are you going to do? But I kind of think that it would help a lot if they just put more. What do you want to call it? I don't want to call it maybe strict. They should make their schools more strict instead of making, us regular people strict. We should be able to have guns, for safety reasons, as long as you have a license, you own the gun legally, we should have the right to carry it, and schools should just have better stuff put in it, instead of just fucking security cameras. Some schools I don't even think have security cameras anymore. So that's what I think they should do. I think they ought to just put metal detectors in the halls, or at the doorways, and then they should maybe put some more security guards there. Of course, when I was going to school, they didn't have that. Well, back then it wasn't that bad. Like nowadays, people I think are just doing this to get a laugh out of it, or they want to get their 15 minutes of fame, which is a dumb way of getting it. You want to get your 15 minutes of fame and go be a movie maker or a director of a movie or something like that. Go to school for that kind of shit and get your 15 minutes of fame that way, instead of destroying other people's lives. That's what I think what's going on is that these, the government pays these bad people to go out and do something stupid. Apparently, from what the one guy says too, they're doing that. He thinks that they're doing it to try to make some kind of a point. So, which is not gonna prove anything. Like if I had, if I owned a gun, which I'm hoping to maybe get a gun license someday and carry a weapon with me, Because even in the cities where my sister lives, shit's happening there now too. It never used to happen like 5 years ago. It was fine. I mean, yeah, every once in a while there'd be like a burglary, someone would break into someone's house, or a gas station would get sticked up. But now we're getting into these murders. We're getting into these fucking, you know, all this shit. You know, it's just funny for a small city. I mean, stuff happens, but you know, the stuff's it's getting way too close. You know, and stuff now, even stuff's happening now. That's only, well, the city's about an hour and a half away from me, or so, and there's shit going on from a town that's not even 30 minutes away. So crime seems to be getting closer and closer. And there has been stuff going on here in this town as well. I mean, there's been some, a few years ago on the North Dakota side, there was a shooting there in that town. And then in this town, someone broke into that van company, which is, you know, right over there. They apparently stole a bunch of car batteries, which is, I don't know what you're going to do with car batteries. If they're brand new, I can understand you selling them, but if they're used, they're not much good to you. So, but yeah, I think, you know, we should all have the right to carry a weapon. We shouldn't have to. I mean, obviously they're going to check our records, you know, but if there's a bad guy out there, and let's say he hasn't done anything for, I don't know, a year or two or something, you know, and he tries to go get his gun license, you know, I don't really think he should get one, because, you know, it could cause more issues. So, but for someone that's never had a crime on their record, like me, I'm clean, so they should just be able to look at your record and be like, okay, you're a good guy, you know. Apparently, I think now they're going to get stricter on it. So I don't know how much more stricter you can freaking go besides not just allowing us to have them, which is dumb. We should be allowed to have guns, you know, for our self-defense. So, but yeah. So I'm just replying to a comment here quick. See if we can be here. But yeah, I just think that that the government and Obama, it seems like they're, you know, like I said, they're trying to prove a point that guns are bad to have, which they're bad in the wrong hands. That's the thing, you know. If a bad guy has them, it's going to cause an issue. You know, this is the thing too. I think this guy was saying too that if the government takes our guns away, well, then the government's going to have control over them. Well, so then somehow they're going to leak back onto the streets, and then the gang members are going to, or whoever, bad guys are going to have their guns, and they're going to shoot us again. And we have no way of defending ourselves, which is kind of, you know, not fair. Why should the bad guys get to have guns and we can't, you know, for self-defense? So, I mean, pepper spray and a taser is not going to take them down, you know. Think about it. It's not going to do it. So I would rather have a 12 gauge in my house and have that thing ready to rock and roll, you know. If someone breaks into my house, I blow his freaking head off, you know. I shouldn't have to sit there with pepper spray. Well, you come in, I'm going to pepper spray you. Oh, shit. You know, yeah, that's going to really scare the crap out of them, you know. So, and I even heard a story, too, that I can't think it was down south. I don't remember where, though, but somewhere there, they were saying that when they made it legal, or however you want to look at that, when they made it legal for people to own weapons, crime rate had actually dropped 90%. So there was very little crimes going on ever since they've made it the law for people to, or not the law, but, you know, it's legal to have guns. You still have to have, I think you still have to have a gun license to own one, or a permit, whatever you want to call them, you know. So But yeah, that's pretty good though. For it to drop, almost 90%. That's pretty damn good. So, and I believe that here in Minnesota, I think it is legal to open carry a weapon. I mean, you still need a permit, obviously, to even or a license to even own the gun. I don't know how it is. I know you need to have a license to own a gun, but I don't know if you need a permit or whatever to open carry. That's just the same thing. I don't really know. So, but yeah. So, and I think that was from Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's where it's. I mean, people down there are allowed to open carry. So, which I think should be legal everywhere, should be allowed everywhere. So, but what are you gonna do? So, I think that the government well, the government's idiots for one thing, and I don't think the government wants us around. The government doesn't seem to really give a shit when someone gets killed, and they're like, yeah, whatever, but we're still gonna take your guns away. So, what are you gonna do? Freaking government. But yeah, so yeah, I just think the government needs to fuck off. They're a waste of time and stuff. So, but yeah, what are you gonna do? So you're back. Where'd you take off? Oh shit. So, but yeah. So I'm just updating this video again to see what's going on. In the comments, I'm not seeing it. So, but yeah, I just think the government ought to just shut the hell up. So I know there's one guy that was saying about, I was gonna get into the subject about land taxes, which is kind of got something to do with the government as well. We're paying our land taxes, and apparently this goes to that and this and that, and whatever, which is fine, but our tax money goes to a lot of other things too that are not needed. From what I was told, or from what I heard, I think our tax money also goes into for like other countries. It helps donate, so you can donate food and whatever, but you're obviously paying through that through your freaking land taxes. I don't know why I would want to donate my money to a country that doesn't even like us. I mean, especially Iraq. So I mean, it's fine, for road work, because our land taxes goes to road construction. Well, around here there's no road construction. There's nothing goes on here. I mean, all these roads are beat to shit, and no one cares. I mean, yeah, they paint them like once a year now, which is a goddamn miracle. Because for a lot of years there, they weren't even painting these fucking roads. They put the white markers on the end and the yellow marks on the middle of the road. They haven't done that for quite some time, and the last 3 years they've been doing it like every year. So I don't know what's up with that. But we need new roads in this town, and they're not doing it. So I mean, they're not super bad. I mean, they got good cracks in them, but just right around the corner there, the road keeps dipping in all the time, and they just keep backfilling it. Well, backfilling it's not going to do you any good. There's obviously an issue there why the road keeps caving in. They just keep tarring over it. That's all they do. So, tear the fucking road up, find out why it keeps sagging there, and if it's maybe some kind of a sinkhole there, maybe you could just put a big solid beam there, and get that beam running across into some solid ground, and then build your road over that, and then you shouldn't have a cave-in issue anymore. But they don't want to do it. I guess it costs too much money. So You know, and another thing that our tax money goes into are cops. Now there are some good cops and there are some bad cops. 90% of them are bad, which a lot of people don't seem to understand. So now my tax money I think only goes to the cops here in Minnesota, which they don't even deserve my money because they don't even do nothing for us. They've helped us maybe one time out of 15,000 times we've called, and they kind of refuse to do anything about it. So I'm just sitting around wondering why I got to pay my land taxes and you fuckers don't even do your job anyway. But cops just they want their money, but they don't want to help out. That's what kind of ticks me off. So, and then you see it on YouTube too. You know where cops are getting out of control. They're killing a lot of people for no reason. So just because he's black doesn't give you the right to kill him. He ain't doing nothing. If he's just walking down the fucking street minding his own damn business, why do you gotta go up to him and shoot him in the face? You know, that's why a lot of black people hate white people. I mean, because they think that all the white people are racist. Well, some are and some aren't. So, but the cops are the ones that I think they're the most racist because because they have that nice shiny little badge and that nice little shiny gun they got. They think they've got all the power in the world, and they don't. So what are you gonna do? So that's why if you look it up on YouTube, a lot of people start videotaping cops. Because cops think they can do whatever they want, and they can't. So and that's something that people need to understand too. That if you ain't done nothing wrong, you don't need to be giving out your ID. I see that on YouTube a lot too. Cops asking for the person that's not even freaking involved in nothing. You walk up, the cop walks up to him, like, hey, give me your damn ID. Like, I ain't done nothing, so I ain't gotta show nothing to you. So, like, I'm not gonna play nice with cops because they don't play nice with us. So, and this is another thing too. It is the way with my cops or some cops. Well, all cops usually say, don't take matters into your own hands. But then when I call our sheriff to or any cop here to handle our problems, they don't show up. They don't show up at all. So they're just like, we don't give a fuck. So that's kind of just why you have to take matters into your own hands. If someone trespasses on your land, you got to blow them away. So especially if he's armed or if he's threatening you with a knife or anything like that. So I think cops ought to just maybe ought to grow up, and realize that, we're getting paid to do this, and do that. We're not getting, I don't know. It's just dumb. The cops work for us. We don't work for them. They work for us. If you paid your land taxes, they work for us. So every time, you call the cops should be able to either tell you what to do, or they should show up. My cops only showed up once because I had evidence to show that the guy was trespassing on my property. So, but then the other times, they don't care. I mean, there's probably not much they could do with that kind of evidence that I've given them. I mean, I've given them evidence to where that one day when the girl's dog was trespassing on my property and told her to keep the damn thing on a leash, and she told me to go fuck off and whatnot, and told the cops that, and they just said whatever. So, but they always say don't take matters into your own hands. Well, you kind of have to since you guys won't show up and do your fucking job. That's the way the cops are here. So, I mean, what are you gonna do? Cops are cops. especially the dirty ones. I think the ones here are even turning dirty when they kind of always work dirty. I don't know if they're racist, but they're dirty. They don't want to do their fucking job. So what you're gonna do? So yeah. So so I guess no one else is really going to join in here. It shows 2 people there. When I go here, it shows 2 to 3. So not too sure who's. I've been on long enough now. I think people should be joining in, but they're not. So not too sure. So anyone else is going to join or not. So may just call her quits pretty soon. So I mean, it's the weekend. Everyone should be off from work, school, unless you're one of those people that like to work 24/7. But that's definitely not me. So, but yeah. So I just think our, like I said, I think our government should just fuck off. They're just, what they're trying to do is they're trying to be controlling, and some people just don't know how to fight back. And then the ones that do fight back, the cops don't like it, So the cops shouldn't be telling us what to do. We should be telling them what to do. So, but, everyone sees it different, but if you see it different, then you're thinking wrong because, if a cop tells you to stop videotaping, you never stop videotaping. Fuck no. Because for one, you don't know if that cop's dirty. You don't know if he's going to do his job right. He could all of a sudden just kill someone, and you don't have it on videotape. You don't have evidence, and then the cop will lie to whoever, saying, "Well, he threatened me or he came after me, so I had to shoot him." If you had videotaped it, the videos don't lie. So, there you'd have lots of evidence, and people, I think doing that, having video cameras rolling. I'm even going to probably buy. I might even end up buying probably 2 or 3 more GoPros when the time does come to either get the Zion fixed or if I get a truck. And I'm just gonna put cameras all over. I'm gonna have one facing forward. I'm gonna have one facing back at me or wherever. I have one that'll be on a civil thingy. Depending which ones. Some cops will go on the right side of your vehicle. Some will go on the left side. Most go on the left side. So, and I'd probably put one out the back. Now there's some people I've seen on YouTube that kind of take it too far with videotaping, but I guess they want to prove a point, and they have. So, I think like there was one guy on YouTube. He put GoPros on the outside of his vehicle and on the inside, like all over. I mean, if you go into a vehicle, you got that little grab handle. Sometimes they're right above your head. Yeah, he had a GoPro mounted to that. Same thing on the other side. He had one mounted to the roof. He had a couple on the dash. He had a couple on the roof on each side, on the outside. I was like, holy shit, man. So then he's sitting there taking pictures too. So, but, whatever. So, and a lot of people, I guess, don't like those Nazi checkpoints. I guess that's what they're calling them. So, which I think is kind of ridiculous too. I mean, we should have the right to travel. We shouldn't have to be. It seems like you can only go like 10 miles and then you're at a checkpoint again, especially down over there where I've seen those videos from. Here, I'm not seeing that, but someday I probably will, because people here don't stand up for their rights and whatnot, and they just deal with it. So. But yeah, if you've done nothing wrong, you don't have to fucking prove it to the cops. Cops always ask you too, where are you going? Where are you coming from? That ain't none of your fucking business. What am? You're not my fucking mother. You're not my fucking father. I'm not your bitch. So, no, I wouldn't tell him that. Fuck that. So, I think even if you got pulled over, let's say for a broken taillight, as an example, even if you get pulled over, um, see, then there you have done a crime. It's not a big major crime. It's still a crime of some kind. You know, um, I think there it's fine to show your ID. You know, but you still don't have to tell them where you're going. That's I tell them it's none of their freaking business. Tell them that just you don't have to be a cocksucker about it. You just say I wish not to tell you that. That's my right. Know your fucking rights. My sister even printed out a little card. Oh well, it's on a piece of paper, but she printed it out. Um, it says certain things on it that you're gonna remain silent. You're not gonna answer any of the cops' questions. That's your rights. It's like know your right card kind of thing. And if I get pulled over for no reason, if I'm just traveling, saying going to the cities to visit my sister, I get pulled over for no reason. I'm just gonna tell you nothing. It's none of your damn business. So that's how some people are. They think they can just do whatever they want, and so I do think it's about time. We just started fighting back. I think these cops are getting out of control, and some people, they don't see it that way. They don't even see it at all. I think they got their fucking eyes closed to the reality of it. It's kind of stupid, but so if you've done a crime, then it's fine to show your ID. But I still wouldn't, I still wouldn't tell them where you're going or where you're coming from. I don't think it's none of their damn business. So now, if they seen you pulling out from a crack house or something, that's a little bit of a different story. But I mean, if you're just driving on, you're driving on the interstate, a wide open area, just don't fucking. They don't have any evidence to show that you've come from this place and that place, so don't you be going and telling them. They don't need to know that crap. So I would just ignore it, and say I wish not to tell you that, or I'm going to remain silent on that. However you want to handle it. Just I wouldn't handle it like a dick because that can go wrong in so many different ways. But just say it nicely, Or you could do it the way that one guy did it on YouTube video. He just didn't say anything at all. So, but a lot of cops say too that, well, you're going to be a hard ass and whatnot because you're sitting there videotaping them or you don't give them any information. There's a reason why we're not giving it to you. For one, you're probably dirty and you don't need to know it. You're just dirty. And I've committed no crime, so therefore you don't need to know nothing. So, but whatever. So, what time's it getting to be? It's like almost 3 o'clock. So, I got 59 out. It's getting a little bit warmer out there. But it looks like no one else is going to join in on this live stream, so I'm probably just going to call it quits. So I've given everyone plenty of time. I've given them like 2 or 3 day notice. So they kind of should know that I'm doing it, and I'm sure it does pop up in their inbox that I'm doing it. So this shows 2 here. I guess if you have any questions or if you want to comment on this video, you just have to leave it as a regular comment. I'll just have to reply back to it. But because I'm going to end this live stream here pretty quick. and probably won't be doing any more of this now for a while. So people are just not grabbing into it like they were the first time. So like I said, I'm not going to waste people's times if they're not going to watch. Like I said, this number here keeps going up and down. It goes from 1 to 2 now. So, and for a while there, it was at 0. Could be glitching out too. Who knows? So, but yeah. So, guys, I'm going to take off. If you guys watch this video later on, just leave a comment below and tell me what you think or whatever. And yeah. So. Lots of vehicles driving around too. Alright guys, I'm gonna take off, so I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah. Thanks for watching guys. Take it easy.